Alright, hello everyone, I hope you're all well. We are in a fascinating situation. This is not a standard Weevy video by any stretch of the imagination. This is completely off the cuff, off the top of my head. But as you are no doubt aware, Part 2 of Season 4 has leaked in its entirety. It leaked onto a streaming service, but I don't really want to say the name of the streaming service, and who knows when it'll go away. But the point is that regardless of any of that, we are back in a position where LEGO have once again fallen victim to leaks. Dragons Rising is 4 seasons in, and we haven't had a single Part 2 leak or release, more specifically, on its actual release date. It is beyond baffling that we are still in this situation. How is it that Dragons Rising has not been able to have a proper release schedule in the entirety of its existence? How is it that we cannot have a single season where no streaming service or random leak occurs, which completely ruins the release cycle that we do have for Ninjago? I understand it is not LEGO's fault. It's not their fault by any stretch of the imagination. But how is it that this keeps happening for Ninjago specifically? You may argue that it is LEGO's fault, and I do kind of see it because, let's be honest, they shouldn't be sending out these Part 2s to these streaming companies. I understand that they go out as batches, and that's just how it works, but the thing is that after years of this happening to you, how is it that you are not learning from your mistakes? How is it that you are not actually adjusting for the fact that clearly you cannot give these episodes out without them getting into the public before you intend on having it? But honestly, it's beside the point. At the end of the day, it has still happened. And I'm still very angry about this. I am honestly really kind of upset. The thing is that there's so much to think about in context because now we've got these episodes. For example, tomorrow is San Diego Comic-Con, and there's a big Ninjago panel. And it's just ruined. It's done. There's going to be nothing really to go off of. It's just going to be all about these leaks now, which is just really sad. The second thing, like I said, we have now got months again where we're going to have to go without any Ninjago content beyond things like Duskfall, which is just a massive shame and really is just disappointing because that drought when we had it in Season 3 was awful. I remember distinctly how bad it felt, and I really didn't want to have to experience that again. And the last thing, and this is for me specifically, it just makes making content hard. It really does just really nail home this idea that I'm gonna have to sift through and work around everything to do with this season until its official release. Because if I don't, LEGO will get angry at me. But the thing is that all of these things just come together to create such an annoying situation. A situation that we shouldn't have to be in. Why is it that we can't just have our episodes released normally? It just doesn't make sense. There's no other shows that have this, or at least at this extent. So what does this mean for Ninjago moving forth? Well, we're just gonna have to come together as a community. Now, I know that you guys are just amazing, and you guys have always just been extremely based when it does come to these situations. So I have no doubt whatsoever that you guys will be really good when it does come down to it. But the thing is that it still just means that we're gonna have to tiptoe around things for the next over a month now. We're gonna have to be in a situation where we just don't talk about the elephant in the room. It is just really annoying, and I just find it really frustrating to have to deal with once more. Because again, like I said, I remember Season 3 Part 2 and remembering wanting to really not make videos. But besides all of that, at the end of the day, this is now our situation. This is what we're going to have to deal with until September. And I will do all I can to make sure that this channel stays as a place where you can watch Ninjago content and not get spoiled for the new season. I will do as much as I physically can. If I end up missing anything, I'm very sorry, but I'm only one guy, but we'll do our best. And I will continue to provide content that is not related to this season at all until that point in time. I promise you, as a way of kind of making it up to fans, at least in my community, I'm going to come out full throttle with Season 4 Part 2 content as soon as I can officially, but that's just kind of besides the point. At the end of the day, I'm going to prep, I'm going to try and do my best, and I hope you guys appreciate that as is. But until then, I'm going to continue trying to do daily uploads. If you haven't noticed, I have been trying to do that, and if you want plenty of Ninjago content, check it out. But it's not a stamp of guarantee because these videos do take a long time, and it's definitely catching up to me. But yeah, I'll do my best. I hope you guys do as well. But the season's released. I had my little rant at the beginning. I would love to know what you guys think. Just don't talk about the season, please. But thank you very much for watching the video, and I do hope you enjoy. And thank you to my channel members for supporting me as I make these little rant videos where I purposefully calm myself down after filming 10 takes where I got too angry, but that's just me. But besides that, like I said, check out my other videos. I released Ninjago Color Theory today. I really enjoy that video. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Stay safe. Avoid spoilers.
Lego, if you do part 5 of season 5, I swear you're gonna have a laugh. Okay, bye!